Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3 and we will going to do the presentation about our material in discourse analysis, which is speech style, language comprehension, children at home in family. First of all, this is our member. First, Ria Miningsi and Nur Sakina Nasir, me, Vegi Melati Sukma, Dewi Citra, Ananda Dwi Putri Cesari, Anugrah Dwi Maharomi, and Sharini. So this is our content, language comprehension, family, and going to speech style, kind analysis of speech style, example of analysis of speech style, then the conclusion. First is language comprehension. Language comprehension is an important aspect of day-to-day functioning in adulthood. Comprehension of written and spoken language relies on the ability to correctly process word and phrase meanings, sentence grammar and discourse or text structure. Difficulties in any of these domains can produce comprehension problem. Age-related memory declines have been reported in many studies comparing younger and older adults on language comprehension tasks. The next is family. A family is a group of 2 or more persons related by birth, marriage, or adoption who live together, which is all such related persons are considered as members of one family. For instance, if an older married couple, their daughter and her husband and 2 children, and the elder couple's nephew all live in the same house or apartment, which means they would all be considered members of a single family. Next is, what is the speech style? Well, speech style is the variation of speech which used when people communicate with others. Like each person has different style when they speak depending on their situation. And according to Jones, speech style is divided into 5 forms. They are frozen style, formal style, consultative style, casual style, and intimate style. It means that people have 5 options of styles when they want to communicate with other people. Now we are going to the next material. Surya Miningsi, time is yours.
Okay, the next part is about kind analysis of speech style. The first one, there is the frozen style. Frozen style is the most formal style of speech. It is usually used for formal ceremony and official government events or international meeting. And the second, formal style. Formal or deliberative style, according to Jones, 1976, is that a formal style is also used in addressing audience, usually audiences too large to permit effectively interchange between speakers and hearers. Though the forms are normally not as polished as those in an oratorical style, such in a typical university classroom lecture, is often carried out in a deliberative style. And a third style, there is a consultative style. Consultative style is usually used in semi-formal situation. According to Jones, 1976, consultative style is a style that shows our norm for coming to terms with strangers who speak our language but whose personal stock of information may be different. Next slide. And the next, there is casual style. Casual style is defined as a style that is used for the conversation in our relaxed or normal situation. People tend to use this style when they have conversation with friends, family, and people who have close relationship. And the last one, there is intimate style. Intimate style is an utterance that avoids giving the address information outside the speaker's skin, according to Just 1976. This style is completely private languages developed within families, very close friends, couple, and etc. Furthermore, intimate language is also characterized by ellipsis, deletion, rapid slurred pronunciation, nonverbal communication, and private code characteristics. Okay.
Well, we are going to the next speaker. Oh. This is the example extract analysis of speech style. Anugrah, please.
As we can see from this dialogue in extract 1, in this dialogue, there's a conversation between Zakina and Nafla, which then tunggu. Oh, and in the extract above, Zakina asks her niece, Nafla, gambar apa ini? And that is about what Nafla was drawing, and she answered, kucing tak bisa ku gambar. Nafla told Zakina that she is about to drawing a cat, but she literally don't know how to draw it. So she asked Zakina and pointed to the book while explaining the steps how she draw a cat. We can see type of speech style which is consultative style, the third level of language. It is basically unplanned speech, since the speaker uses the participations and feedback of the listener. The speaker will supply background information, while again, the listener participates continuously. This is how Zakina and Nafla do the conversation. Started with Zakina asked a question and Nafla explained about what she was drawing about and show the steps. We also can see the casual style here, that is the language and dialect between two persons. In this case is between family, and they can understand each other meaning of the words.
Now we are going to the next speaker. We'll read extract 2. Dewi Citra, time is yours.
Okay, I will explain extract 2 visual styles. In this conversation, you can see this is the conversation between Mama and Alia. In extract above, using the word we, the smart child is Mama say, do you want to go to school? Style the word we, which means amazed. The word maki, which means you already want to, as a style to use for conversation in our casual or normal situations. People tend to use this style when they are chatting with friends, family, and people with close relationship. This style is usually applied in everyday conversation. One of the hallmarks of the casual style is the use of first names or even nicknames instead of first and last names.
Thank you, Dewi Citra. Now we are going to the next speaker. Well, Sakina Nasir, please, time is yours.
And next is extract 3, informal. As you can see, there are conversation Satya, Arkan, and Nafla in conversation discussing where Satya would like to test out how familiar the name of the item is in a sentence, ini apa, or what this, then Arkan answer a lobot. The word a suggests that Arkan was thinking what it was called name of object and then answering. When Satya said the word lobot, which means lobot, children usually learn through it with a system of remembering or memorizing the words that have been mentioned. Also non-style, it is usually used between friends or even insiders who have things to share. In this type, there is a free and easy participation of both speaker and listener as informal.
Thank you, Sakina. Now we are going to the next speaker. For it, extract 4. Please, Ananda Dwi Putri. Time is yours.
Okay, as you can see, this is extract 4. This is a conversation between Nining and Owl. In the extract, Owl begged Nining to bring her go home, but before that, Nining asked Owl to say please, and then Owl answered yes, which means please. At age 2 until 3, receptive understanding of children start out because their ability to explore conversation and then imitate. So this is indeed the time to teach the word please. In this conversation, show cognitivism style. According to cognitivist learning theories, a primary goal is to transfer knowledge to the learner in the most efficient way by allowing the learner to use the most effective cognitive strategies to encode information. Children's development in general and at early language is closely related to a variety of children activities, attraction, and experience, touch, hear, see, feel, and smell.
Thank you, Ananda. Now we are going to the last speaker, Shahrini. Now time is yours.
Okay, next extract 5, intimidated style. Nining said, "Tolong, ada serigala di sini, tolong. Help, there's wolf here, help." Alia, ndak boleh keluar dari sini. You can get out of here. Nining said, "Tolong, help." As from the above extract, in indicating a situation where Alia pretended to be a wolf and scare Nining. Alia also said, "Ndak boleh keluar dari sini," pretending to scare Nining for not going anywhere. The types of speech in the situation is intimidated style. Alia can friendly play with Nining because they both are two close individuals that plays together. It's also described by how Alia play and pretend to treat Nining because she knows she was dealing with his own sister. Next conclusion. Family communication necessitates the expression of one's feelings about someone else or something through both verbal and non-verbal communication among family members. Effective family communication is central in the creation of healthy families and strengthens the bond of love among family members. I think that's all for our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.